After digging through forums, repair shops, and tons of real user experiences, I gathered the most important information to give you a no-nonsense look at the most common issues with the Hyundai Santa Fe from 2012 to 2019. If you're thinking about buying one or already have one parked at home, this might save you some serious headaches. One of the most talked about problems with the Santa Fe during these years is excessive oil consumption, especially in models with the 2.4 GDI engine. On forums like Hyundai Forums and Reddit, there are hundreds of reports from owners saying the car burns about a quart of oil every 1,000 miles without leaking or showing smoke. A mechanic from a shop in Illinois commented, "These engines follow the same pattern as other Hyundai and Kia models. The piston rings fail early, causing internal oil loss without obvious signs." Hyundai has acknowledged the issue multiple times and issued technical service bulletins, TSBs, for certain VINs, though in many cases, the fix was only offered if the car was still under warranty. Solutions range from reprogramming the ECM to better detect oil consumption to full engine replacements, which of course isn't cheap if you're out of coverage. Many owners recommend checking your oil every 500 miles and keeping a log, because if you don't, the engine could seize up without warning. Another issue that gets a lot of complaints is related to the electric power steering, particularly a loose feeling or clicking when turning the wheel, especially at low speeds or while parking. One user on Edmund said, "It felt like something was loose every time I turned right. It was annoying, almost dangerous." This problem is often linked to a small rubber coupler inside the steering column that wears out over time. In several forums, owners mentioned repairs costing between $300 and $500, although Hyundai has covered the fix in some cases as part of a quality improvement program. A mechanic explained, "It's not a structural safety issue, but it's annoying and can get worse if ignored, especially if you drive in areas with rough roads where the system takes more stress. If you feel even slight play in the wheel, don't brush it off." Lastly, we can't ignore the ignition and engine sensor issues, especially in the earlier models, 2012-2015. Several owners reported that the car shakes, loses power, or even stalls when coming to a stop or sitting at a red light. One highly mentioned case on Hyundai forums pointed to erratic readings from the crankshaft or camshaft position sensors. The scanner wasn't throwing clear codes, but the engine was acting weird, like it didn't know when to accelerate, said a user on Copilot Search. Sometimes the issue is also paired with a check engine light that randomly comes and goes. Hyundai released a few TSBs for this type of problem, recommending sensor replacements or ECM software updates. In many cases, the most effective fix was replacing both sensors together and cleaning the throttle body. It's not the most expensive repair, but it does require a shop with solid experience in these engines. So if you own a Santa Fe or are thinking about getting one, keep these 3 issues in mind. Monitor oil levels regularly, watch out for odd steering feedback, and don't ignore random engine stumbles. The Santa Fe isn't a bad SUV, but like any vehicle, it has its weak spots.